The Tengu is one of the most renowned yokai in Japan, with a wide variety of types, including the small Tengu, crow Tengu, leaf Tengu, and female Tengu, among others. The most powerful of the Tengu is known as the Great Tengu, whose strength makes him one of the 3 great yokai in Japan. It is said that one of the Great Tengu was transformed from Emperor Shoutoku. In today's video, we will explore the story behind the Great Tengu. Tengu are creatures from Japanese folklore, often believed to be yokai, supernatural beings or spirits. Typically, Tengu are depicted with red faces and long noses. Some Tengu have bird-like wings on their backs, but regardless of whether they have wings, they are generally able to fly. Tengu usually wear attire similar to Yamabushi, Japanese ascetic monks, and they often carry items such as a shakujo, a sword, or a feather fan. Sometimes, they are depicted with a military strategy book called the Tiger Scroll. Additionally, they possess a cloak that grants invisibility, allowing them to vanish at will. Tengu are characterized by an overbearing and arrogant demeanor. They usually reside deep within forests, places that ordinary people dare not approach. The earliest record of Tengu in Japan is found in the Nihon Shoki. It describes a monk hearing strange noises in the sky, followed by something swiftly flying overhead like a shooting star. The term Tengu was first used in the text to describe what the monk saw, and people at the time imagined it to have the appearance of a hawk. During the Heian period, the Kanjaka Monogatari further documented that Tengu could transform into the images of Buddha, monks, and saints, or possess human beings. The Classic of Mountains and Seas, a pre-Qin ancient Chinese book, carries tales about mythical creatures such as Tengu, also known as Tiango in China. However, the depiction of Tengu in this book significantly differs from its Japanese counterpart. Unlike the humanoid Tengu of Japan, the Chinese Tengu is portrayed as a creature resembling a dog. The most famous narrative about Tengu in the Classic of Mountains and Seas is its act of devouring the sun. This story has given rise to the popular Chinese phrase Tiango eating the sun, which is used to describe a solar eclipse. In Japan, Tengu were also known as Tenko due to their appearance. Up until the Heian period, the image of Japanese Tengu resembled that described in the Classic of Mountains and Seas. In the late medieval period, the Tengu's image shifted from that of a hawk to the long-nosed Tengu. The long nose symbolized an arrogant and haughty attitude, as Tengu were considered embodiments of arrogance. Their long noses were seen as a symbol of this arrogance. At that time, saying, "I want to become a Tengu," implied that one had become proud. From the medieval period onward, Tengu were called great demons and the like because they had fallen into the Tengu path. As a result, they were considered immortal and capable of displaying various skills like immortals. They attempted to obstruct Buddhism, and some were even regarded as powerful yokai capable of shaking the nation. Within the hierarchy of Tengu, there are different ranks, with the highest being the Daitengu, or known as the Great Tengu. Other Tengu, such as Kotengu, Karasu Tengu, Konoha Tengu, and Ana Tengu, are considered to be the subordinates or workers of the Daitengu. In Japanese folklore, the 3 great yokai are the white-faced, golden-haired, nine-tailed fox, Shutendoji, and the Great Tengu. Among these, the Great Tengu is believed by many to be the manifestation of Emperor Shoutoku, making it particularly famous in Tengu legends. As for the story of Shutendoji, you can refer to the video I previously made about his legend. In the future, I'll create a video about the white-faced, golden-haired, nine-tailed fox. Remember to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss my upcoming videos. Emperor Shoutoku was originally the 75th Emperor of Japan. He ascended the throne at the age of 5 and was forced to abdicate at 23 by his nominal father, Emperor Toba. The throne then passed to Emperor Kono, the son of Emperor Toba and Tomomono. After Emperor Kono's death, the throne was taken by Emperor Go-Shirakawa, shattering Shoutoku's dream of regaining power once again. Displeased with Emperor Toba, Emperor Shoutoku allied with Minister Fujiwara no Yorinaga and others to initiate the Hagen Rebellion. After their defeat, Shoutoku was exiled to Sanuki. In exile, he repeatedly expressed remorse to the court, but his fervent appeals failed to move Emperor Go-Shirakawa and his supporters. Shoutoku spent a considerable amount of time transcribing 5 volumes of the Mahayana Sutras. Some say he wrote them in his own blood and sent them to Kyoto, only to be met with rejection. Deeply humiliated, Emperor Shoutoku was filled with resentment. He bit his finger and wrote on the returned sutras, "I vow to become the great demon king of Japan, to disrupt the nation, to make commoners into emperors and emperors into commoners." After that, he refused food and water, succumbing to his anger and dying in anguish. Upon his death, Emperor Shoutoku transformed into the fearsome Great Tengu, bringing calamities to Kyoto. The Great Fire of Ongan nearly burned down a third of the city. Influential figures like Rokujin and Kujo-in, close to Emperor Go-Shirakawa, died one after another, and the Enryakuji warrior monks stormed the imperial palace with demands. These events were all attributed to the vengeful spirit of Emperor Shoutoku. More significantly, a few years later, the Taira and Minamoto clans engaged in a fierce power struggle. For the next several centuries, the samurai class, through the shogunate, became the de facto rulers, while the imperial family was reduced to political puppets. It seemed that Emperor Shoutoku's curse to make commoners into emperors and emperors into commoners had truly come to pass. The Great Tengu, believed to be the transformed spirit of Emperor Shoutoku, is hailed as one of the 3 great yokai in Japanese folklore. Emperor Shoutoku himself, along with Sugawara no Mishizane, Taira no Masakado, and Prince Sawara, is known as one of the 4 great vengeful spirits of ancient Japan. If you're interested in a video about these 4 vengeful spirits, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you. The appearance of the Great Tengu is usually accompanied by catastrophic disasters, symbolizing the downfall of the nation. After a series of calamities, people feared the Great Tengu, believed to be the transformed spirit of Emperor Shoutoku. To appease his wrath, the court posthumously conferred a title upon him. However, historical records suggest that Emperor Shoutoku continued to lead other Tengu to wreak havoc on the human world. It wasn't until 1868, during Emperor Meiji's enthronement ceremony, that an envoy was sent to Sanuki to bring Emperor Shoutoku's spirit back to Kyoto and enshrine it at the site of the former Shiramane shrine. This finally pacified his vengeful spirit. Today, Emperor Shoutoku is revered as a protective deity of Shikoku. The story of the Great Tengu is a significant element of Japanese culture, representing more than just a mythical creature. It serves as a profound reflection on power, arrogance, and revenge. Numerous works featuring Tengu continue to emerge, and this legendary figure, existing between God and demon, will be passed down through generations. Let's hope the Tengu himself doesn't appear, for his presence inevitably brings disaster. If you enjoy my channel, please help by hitting the subscribe button and turning on the notification bell so you won't miss my upcoming videos. Thank you for watching until the end, and I'll see you next time.